A power pole suddenly fell into a lake, and the high-voltage electricity instantly electrocuted all the fish in the lake. A fisherman in the middle of the lake managed to survive by being in a rubber kayak. He quickly called for rescue. However, when the rescue team arrived, they found the situation more complicated than expected. The electricity had spread to the ground, and a passing truck driver was electrocuted and fainted. On the spot, the rescue team members wore insulated boots and slowly approached the power pole. They first reported the poles numbered to their leader, so that they could contact the power company to cut off the electricity. Next, they began rescuing the fisherman. They asked him to throw over his fishing line and used it to slowly pull him toward the shore. They just had to wait for the power to be cut off to safely bring him ashore. However, the power company said they couldn't cut off the power due to equipment failure. This terrified the fisherman, who jumped out of the kayak and ran toward the road. The rescue team quickly stopped him, explaining that he needed to keep both feet on the ground to avoid being electrocuted due to step voltage. The fisherman stopped and waited for rescue. The team then went. Rescue the truck driver, they placed the kayak on top of their vehicle and drove it to the truck. They dropped the kayak on the ground to block the electricity and pulled the driver onto the kayak. Finally, they slowly towed the kayak out of the danger zone with their vehicle. However, just as they were about to succeed, the vehicle suddenly broke down. The situation became critical, and they didn't know what had caused the fall. Fortunately, an ambulance arrived in time with the help of the rescue team. They transported the truck driver to the ambulance and managed to revive him after a series of rescue efforts. While the power company finally resolved the issue and cut off the electricity, allowing everyone to safely evacuate.